The NBA play-in tournament just exposed who built for the pressure and who's not. Everybody see these type of teams right now and trying to figure out, are you hype or do you really deserve to be in the playoffs? And that's what we're about to talk about on episode 1 right here on Hap Hap ENT. That's right, man. Welcome to my new channel, Hap Hap ENT, where we're going to talk about sports and entertainment. I grew up a sports fan my whole life, straight out of Houston, Texas. And now with content creation, with these phones, with the internet, with YouTube, Instagram, everything, we can become creators and talk about the things we love and build a community around it. And that's what I'm finna do right here. I'm gonna bring you all the news I can on sports. And then again, I'm gonna talk about some entertainment, everything that's going on in black culture so we can keep this thing fun and entertaining. So let's jump right into it, man. My first segment I got is to talk about the play-in recap that just recently happened. I'm gonna pick up right where everything is happening at. As I'm shooting this episode, it's April 17th, 2026. And so what just recently happened was the Sixers versus the Magic. Okay, they were in a play-in matchup. The Orlando Magic had to fly up to Philly, and Paulo and the Magic boys, they laid an egg. All right, people was expecting Paulo to step up and do what he needs to do to prove that he is a superstar and not just a star. And he fell flat. He just couldn't carry them boys over the hump. I think Paulo only had 19 points. He couldn't even score 20 points, man. And on the other end, Tyrese Maxey took care of business. Tyrese took care of business. Dropped 31 on them boys. Handled business, did what he needed to do, step up in big moments, and close that game out. The rookie over there in Philly, VJ, that boy nice. He got that dog in him. You could tell he got star potential on him. Even Andre Drummond, he played well, man. You know, for the few minutes he had at center, grabbed a bunch of rebounds, made the three to get him out of there at the end. That was funny because, you know, Joel Embiid is out. So Philly just took care of business at home, and they're moving on to be locked into the playoffs. And the Magic, again, they just couldn't go up there and take care of business. The other game we had was the Warriors and the Clippers, man. That was a game there, and we was able to see vintage Curry come out there with 30 points, man. He's injured. He was supposed to be on minutes restrictions, and he still cooked. I mean, betting against Curry in an elimination game, no matter who's on the floor with him, it's tough. And he went out there and got rid of them boys on the road. You know, he went from Golden State, he went inside the Clippers' new stadium and took care of business, man. That's greatness. That's experience. He's a champion. Curry just did what he had to do. It was amazing. Also, Draymond Green, the other champion. I mean, the way Draymond Green played defensively down the stretch was just some of the best work we've seen from Draymond in his career, just because of where this Warriors team is at. Draymond Green was like a game-time decision. He was banged up as well. And for him to lock up a great basketball player like Kawhi Leonard, that was crazy. He D'd him up on the inbound, stole that ball. That was a big possession. Then Draymond came down court. Draymond picked him. That was another possession for the Warriors to take over. So just to see Draymond make it very difficult to Kawhi to score down the stretch was everything they needed. And then, you know, they don't have James Harden over there in the Clippers. They don't have Paul George over there no more. So it fell on Kawhi. Whether Darius Garland, was he going to step up and do something? It didn't happen. Draymond put the clamps on Kawhi. Steph Curry went crazy for three. He knocked down 7 threes. And then Al Horford was huge. The old man, 39 years old. He went 4 for 4 from 3 in the fourth. That was huge. Kristaps Porzingis, he got the ball tonight. So when Curry get to turning up like that, and you could just feel the electricity flying around, you could just see all the other players just tap in and just feel that energy of Curry and be like, if he going crazy like that, I need to do my job. And so everybody around the Warriors did their job and got rid of the Clippers and eliminated them. So that's what happened to them boys. They was pretty much out of there. That's pretty embarrassing for the Clippers. They had won 10 out of the last 11, I believe, against the Warriors. I mean, Curry and Draymond was banged up. Kawhi was there healthy. So for the Clippers not to be able to take care of the Warriors at home, with Curry barely just not coming back 4 games in from his injury, the Warriors are under 500 without this guy. So for the Clippers not to be able to take care of business at home, that was very disappointing for them. It's a really bad look for Kawhi with his legacy with the Clippers. He just hasn't been able to do anything to get them over the hump when he demanded so much for himself to be there and the things he asked for and all the draft picks that the Clippers gave away to OKC. It just has been a terrible mess over there in the Clippers with Kawhi, and they got bounced out of there, man. So we're going to move on to my second segment before I close this thing out. What that recap is, Orlando Magic are now at home. And this game is going on tonight. They're now at home against the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, so this is going to be a nice matchup because this is a chance for Paolo to redeem himself for falling flat in Philly. And then we got the Red Hot Hornets coming in. You know, them boys live by the three. They're going to shoot the three. They're going to die by the three. Either way it go. You know, LaMelo, 240-plus threes, I believe. 230-plus, whatever it is, threes he done made. And then Con Knipple, he's 200-plus threes as well. Leading the league in threes. I mean, these guys going to shoot the ball. All right, Melo and Con going to shoot the ball. But then you got Michael Bridges. He's attacking the basket, doing what he do. And then Bridges will hit an open three if he needs to. Then you got another guy, Brandon Miller. He's flying all across the court, making plays as well, attacking the rim. So the Hornets eliminated Miami Heat, kicked them out in their play-in game. This game already got a lot of drama around it because Melo ended up hitting that boy Bam and getting him hurt and knocking him out the game, which was huge because the Charlotte Hornets barely won that game. And if Bam was playing, who knows if the Heat could have won that game, but he didn't. So LaMelo got fined up to close to like $60,000 for injuring Bam, but they still won the game down the stretch. So Magic at home against the Hornets for the first of the doubleheader tonight in the play-in. And then we also got Golden State going over to Phoenix. All right, so this game is like, whoo, can Vintage Curry come out one more time? Can he do it again? I mean, why wouldn't he? You know, besides the injury, if Curry is healthy and he can get his arm up, whenever he step foot inside that arena, he good from three, no matter what he hit, man. So the Warriors better buckle up because Curry, he's back, and you better be ready. Draymond, can he gear up again and lock down who he needs to lock down? Let's see. And Devin Booker, this is on you, bro. This is on you, Devin Booker. This is your chance to steal this light from Curry because everybody's going to watch and see what Curry's going to do. So, Devin Booker, where have you been? What are you going to do? You need to show up and ball out and steal that light from Curry so everybody can see that you really a superstar, or are you going to be disappointed just like Kawhi was disappointed with the Clippers and let these old guys whoop your ass? All right? Curry's old. Draymond's old. Al Horford's old. Porzingis a little old. And them old dudes took care of them Clippers, and they coming to Phoenix to take care of them. So, young man Jalen Green, what you going to do? Are you going to ball out and get rid of these Warriors? Again, Devin Booker, what you going to do? This is a great matchup of some champions, some veterans versus some young guys to see who's going to go and advance. All right, so it's a lot of good action here in the NBA. This play-in is taking off right now, so after tonight, we'll know who's really finna lock in for their playoff spots. So stay tuned to episode 2, where I'm going to go over these same 2 games, the Warriors and the Suns, and also the Hornets and the Magic, and we're going to talk about some gambling predictions. Man, I got some money on the game, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about some spreads, let's talk about some points, and some player props, all right? Man, that's episode 1 right here with Hap Hap ENT Sports and Entertainment with your boy, Mr. CJU, man. Hey, I'll see y'all next time. Hap Hap.